Twitch, on the long journey down to Grimmelsburgh, regales them with the history of pushers. The pushers are a renowned group within the city of Grimmelsburgh. They're essentially a guild.
Oh, like the Paladin Order I'm from.
They're exactly like the Paladin Order in that whenever they are hired by a group and... Well, that's not necessarily true. Essentially...
Backpedal a bit.
They,
what do they
they shove people into holes.
There's probably a lot of holes down here.
Yeah, there's a lot of holes. There's a lot of sinkholes. Things that have kind of fallen through the cracks, you might say.
Nicely put.
They're instead of fixing these holes in the streets in Grimmelsburgh, they sell them.
They're selling. What are they, like laborers? They sell.
They sell the holes.
Red people put you in holes.
Red people put you in holes.
Mm-hmm. You don't want that, dude.
It is their job to push you into a hole.
Overpopulation and such.
Okay, I will be avoiding red people and holes.
They're not criminals, they're civil servants.
Wow. This place is fucked up.
No. That's not even like... That's like baby steps, you know? That's just the first thing. What else should they be worried about?
This might be worth noting. In the center of the city, there may or may not be a hole that does not exist in the ground necessarily.
What?
But rather,
well, like it exists on the surface of the ground and on the surface of the ceiling, but then it doesn't anymore.
What's
it called?
It's called the up pit.
The up pit.
The up pit.
This place is very confusing.
Yeah. I'm going to be clinging to Twitch a lot in this.
Borgo's like, oh, I really wonder what those guys are doing. I hope they're not having too much fun without me.
I think Borgo's going to be like, man, I'm glad I'm not doing anything boring right now and just having a fun time with family and friends.
Maybe Borgo's been to the Goblin City when he was younger, and so he was really just like, I don't want to go back to that place.
He's like,
on second thought, let's not go there. It's a silly place.
It's a silly place. Okay, so without further ado, I feel like you should proceed to the gate into the city. Now, it's not a gate that you can see until you're right there. Huge gates. 2 towers on one side with a gate, and then it's just solid rock. You go through the gates, which they're wide open and unguarded. And there's just goblins everywhere, walking around all over the place. It's this like 30-foot wide thoroughfare that goes straight forward. And to the left and the right, there's all these like terrible ramshackle buildings, and you can see there's these huge walls that are carved into the side of the rock on this side, and it's like, why? They're not an actual wall. There's nothing on the other side of it. It just looks like a wall on this side. But before you can even pursue that question, you're being pulled along down the thoroughfare, and Twitch is gone. No.
Oh God! No!
Jed grabs onto Zeke, and you're like, no! And you have Nesto in your hands, and then Zat runs up to you, and he's like, okay. And then Twitch is right behind him, and you have found kind of like a null spot, but you kind of got sucked in, at first. But now it's not as bad because it's kind of like a current. But yes, you're okay. You're up against the wall, and as long as you don't move anymore, then you're fine for the time being.
Okay. How do we navigate this?
A goblin runs up and he's like, ah, and then he runs off.
I mean, I wasn't racist against goblins before we got here, but I think I'm turning racist against goblins.
Everything the elf does makes much more sense now.
You hear an explosion in the distance. Nobody else seems to even notice.
Twitch says, "All right, does anyone have rope?"
It's
I do.
in
I have
my
50
chest
foot-
hair.
I have 50 feet
Oh.
of hempen rope.
Okay, so you use that rope to tie yourselves together?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would
Enough?
probably be the best bet.
It's common enough practice here, especially with the pushers. It's like, oh, there's drug dealers? No, they're gonna push you in holes. Wait, worse than that. You're gonna die. Heroin's at least fun for a minute before you die.
All right.
You tie that rope to each other, now you'll be able to stick together. Do you tie it like tether, or do you just tie yourselves really close together?
Just
Really
essentially.
close together.
Like in a wad, so Jed's walking with everybody on him? Or like...
Yeah. So no one can get up between us and mess it up.
Okay. So you have Nesto tied to your back, facing the other direction so he can watch your back. And you have Zat tied to your head because he's little. Then you have Twitch and Zeke each tied to one of your arms. And so you last your forearms together. So Jed is just walking like with his arms spread out and everybody's like happy.
Yeah. Oh,
And
also hold this immovable rod. We might need this.
Which one?
My immovable rod. I give it to Twitch.
Okay. Twitch will know how to use it the best.
Yeah. My hands are full.
All right.
With people.
My hands are full. Okay. What's up, Twitch? What's next? How to proceed?
First and foremost, I would probably want to go see my lady.
Okay. Now, I'm going to be referring to numbers. And if you're not me or Aaron, don't worry. I'm not showing you the map on purpose. But Aaron does have a map. You live up, do you see where Area 41 is? You live at Area 41 and she lives at Area 12. So if you follow this road like for an hour and then turn left, you'll be close enough to where she lives.
Jesus Christ, there's so many zones.
Yeah.
All right. 41 and...
Like a light patch of trash called 17, and it's in between 41 and 12.
All right, I see it, yeah. It's not quite my favorite trash pit, but I suppose I'll pass over 17.
You couldn't afford to live at the better one.
Yeah.
Actually, it's like there's a couple of them that are 17. It's the one that's on the left side. Anyway,
all right.
Twitch seems like he knows where he's going. The rest of you follow him, and you wade through these goblins who, by the way, Jed, there's not a single person that comes up past your waist, like, except for Zeke and Nesto, in this entire city. And it's not bothering you, but it might be bothering Zeke. And you know that he has a tendency to be bothered by things. If you look at him, his face is neutral. It doesn't appear like he's bothered by it, but he might be. You might want to ask.
Oh, are you having what's the word?
I don't know.
It's got what's the fear of height? Doesn't it have a word? I forget what it's called.
Is it bothered?
Bothered. Ah, yes. Are you bothered by this?
Zeke just stares and goes like, "Yes, yes."
I'm so bothered.
Zeke's eyes have become very wide.
Don't fire. No fire on them.
There's too many people.
No fire.
Yeah.
Put the fire away.
And like, there's just too much visually going on. I'm having a hard time here.
Just close your eyes. I'll tell you when it's over.
Actually, that would help. Zeke's gonna close his eyes.
Twitch goes,
Okay.
"Oh, no. Don't close your eyes.
Okay.
Do not close your eyes."
Open
He
your
opens his eyes, and he realizes
I open my
that
eyes.
there's like 3 goblins on him already, like grabbing onto him, and they're looking at Twitch like, "Oh, he caught us," and they just run off.
Okay, guys,
What were they gonna do?
you have like 5 minutes until Zeke starts chucking fireballs to clear some space. Like, you guys need to find something in here because he does not like the situation. It's not that he doesn't like claustrophobia. He's not like that. It's just that there's just too much visually happening in front of him, and he needs it to slow the fuck down.
We'll see if that works. Anyway, you make it to the tenement building in which your sweetheart lives, Twitch, without anybody, falling in any holes. Nesto has thrown up twice, but he's otherwise fine. Zat's having a fantastic time on Jed's head because he's 8 feet in the air. But the rest of y'all are okay. You're level 8, so this isn't really going to phase you that much beyond making you want to kill everything. But that's just the way you've dealt with things in the past. Talking. You don't have to do that now. You're at this tenement building, and what you have to do is you have to jangle this bell, and then the door opener will come open the door, and you'll pay him. And then he'll lead you to the stair operator, who you'll pay to take you up the stairs, which is actually like an elevator with a rope. And that's why you have to pay him. Then he'll let you off on the right floor, and then you'll go visit your sweetheart, and then you'll have to pay them both to let you back down and out again.
All right. I ring the doorbell.
It's like coppers, so you don't have to actually. You ring the bell. The goblin guy opens the door and he holds out his hand and grins at you with crooked teeth. Doesn't say a word. You put a couple coppers in his hand, as you know is the protocol. And he grabs you and he drags you all in up to the elevator and then disappears. And the guy who's up to the elevator is, much less enthusiastic looking. He looks quite sad. But he still holds his hand out without saying anything. You pay him as well. He bundles you onto the elevator, you go up, and he pushes you off, and then he disappears as well. Now, her door is the third on the right, down this rickety hallway that is a unknowable number of floors off the ground. Anybody who has a problem not knowing exactly where they are with reference to the ground is probably a bit uneasy at this point. But honestly, that might be a little too much. There might be enough that's bothering you before, like right now. You might not even think of that, so don't worry about it. It's okay. Twitch. Go up to the door. You have a key. You don't have to knock. She's your girlfriend, after all. Very, very serious relationship.
You haven't seen her in a while.
I brace myself mentally, and what?
You have a dog in your hand?
Yeah. You know what? I will prepare the dog and have.
So you spit on your hand and you smooth back the dog's rock hair on the top of its head and get it presentable. And it's like, tongue hanging out. I'm a stiff dog.
And I
wish I had a picture.
Unlock the door and walk in.
You open the door and you walk. Okay, are we being fair?
Oh, I was just saying, to be fair, finding an image of a golem dog would be pretty goddamn hard.
Yeah, no, part of what I mean is that I tried and I failed. I have a picture in my head, and I wish I had been able to find a picture of that picture, but I wasn't. So, you unlock the door. I assume that you've untied yourself at least. Zeke and Jed might still be tied together, but you have the dog, and you unlock the door, and you walk in, and you look around. You don't see her in the front room, so you walk into the back room. And you open the door, and there she is, and she screams. She's like, "Ah! What are you doing here?"
Twitch immediately takes a knee and says, "My lady Sulphur Quagmire.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!" And she kicks at you until you leave her room, and she slams the door in your face. You'll probably have to wait.
Zeke, this is probably normal.
Zeke is just practicing his breathing. He's just like... in, out. Eventually, I will not be in this goblin hellhole.
Yes, eventually. Eventually, she opens the door and she's like, "Oh, I didn't think you'd ever be back. What the hell do you want?" And she's wearing different clothes, but they don't look like better. She didn't change out of underwear into like more formal clothes. She just changed into different clothes. From Twitch's perspective, you understand it completely, but to the rest of you, you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Why'd she change? What's going on?
Yeah, well, why couldn't we see her before? She's wearing less now. Yeah, so she's like, "What the hell do you want, Twitch? Why did you come back?"
Twitch takes a knee and says, "Milady, my love, I have returned that which was stolen from you."
I don't want that thing! I hate that thing! Get it away from me!
But, this thing...
Shut up! Shut up! I never wanted that thing! Get out!
I don't understand. I don't.
Bite your thumb.
This was a birthday gift to you. You said you loved it.
I hate it. I hate it. Get it out of here. It's disgusting. Look, it doesn't even have hair. It's not even alive. It's disgusting, and you're disgusting. I hate you. Get out.
Why did you say it was stolen if you didn't even?
I never said anything. You're lying, just like you always do. You always lie. Get out. I hate you.
I whispered to Zeke, we're probably at the wrong house.
That's
Why did you accept it if you didn't even like it? I don't understand. Why did you send me on this mission if you didn't?
I didn't send you on a mission. I told you to leave.
Oh shit. Oh. Okay.
It's awkward.
My cats are all upset because I've been yelling.
Twitch shuffles awkwardly. So you mean?
Pebbles is still happy. Pebbles jumps from one hand to the other and licks you on the face, Twitch. And it freaks, what's her face, Sulfur. It freaks her out. She's like, ah, I hate that thing.
So you mean me going after this golem? I died. I became a were-rat. And I've quested for months.
One more time, honey, okay? If you don't get out of here right now, I'm going to call my boyfriend, and he's going to come kill you. You know what that means? You know what that means?
Oh.
Wait,
it's time for you to leave.
We're
done.
Your boyfriend?
It's
your boyfriend? Where was your boyfriend?
Married.
Domestic dispute.
He has a boat.
A boat? There isn't even a body of water in this goddamn city.
We don't need water. We have a boat. Get out. I hate you.
This is confusing.
Where are you gonna go on this fantastic boat of his? Tell me.
We don't have to go anywhere because we already have it. Don't you get it? We're in love.
Love? You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know what love is if it peed on your shoes and made it crystallize and ruined them forever.
Speaking of which, the dog is peeing on your shoes right now.
God damn it! I take off my shoes and throw them at her.
She dodges the shoes and she scratches you on the face. She's like, how dare you attack me? I'm going to have the authorities in here so fast. You're done. You're finished. You will never get another job in this town ever for the rest of your life, which won't be very long because all of your brothers like me more than they like you.
You know what? I'm already homeless, bitch. You can't take anything from me that hasn't already been taken. You know what?
No, that's
I'm
what
so
you're
done.
saying. You know you want this. You'll never have it. You'll never have this. And she like puts her hand on her nose or something weird.
You know what? I've already had 5 times better up on the surface world. I don't need your bullshit dragging me down.
Not even an elf would sleep with you.
Oh, I'll have you know, an elf did sleep with me 5 times already. All right? You know what?
Y'all both know that she didn't. But you probably don't want to.
We're not gonna say that now.
Part of this conversation.
We're all just having that awkward stare when like two people are fighting and you don't really know if it's your place to get involved, and we're just kind of like,
So, speaking of that continues for a while, and eventually you're all just outside the apartment, and Twitch's shoulders are slumped. Zat is still sitting on Jed's shoulders, and Zeke and Nesto, you're all kind of standing there, and Twitch is just kind of like slumped, and he has pebbles sitting on his foot. His shoes, he's not wearing any shoes, and they're just kind of tumbled on the floor, covered in dog piss. Door's slammed, and he's just standing there like, oh, this is awful. He looks very upset.
So how'd it go?